VCISO.au Cyberwatch, July 3, 2025. Strategic Cybersecurity Intelligence Brief, powered by VCISO.au. Stay informed, stay prepared, stay secure. Ensure your cybersecurity program is both proactive and verifiable. By Anil Yellamati. 1. ANZ in news, no new incidents. 2. Kelly Benefits data breach, 553,660 plus. Affected. Kelly Benefits has confirmed that over 553,660 individuals were impacted in a large-scale data breach. The intrusion occurred between December 12-17, 2024, exposing personal and financial information. Initially, 264,000 people were reported affected, including clients of CareFirst, Guardian, and Beam. As the investigation progressed through May, the number of victims steadily increased. By late May, the impacted number reached 488,000, eventually crossing 553,660. The breach affected sensitive data such as names, social security numbers, and financial records. Notifications were sent to thousands of Maine residents and others on behalf of partner companies. No ransomware group has claimed responsibility for the intrusion so far. Kelly Benefits is offering free identity protection and credit monitoring services through IDX. Individuals are advised to stay vigilant by monitoring credit reports and financial accounts. VCISO.au Security Recommendation. Enforce strict third-party data access controls and audit integrations with benefit platforms. Establish centralized breach detection and DLP, data loss prevention solutions. Implement encryption for all sensitive data at rest and in transit. Ensure compliance with breach notification timelines under applicable data privacy laws. 3. Cisco removes hard-coded root backdoor in CUCM. A critical vulnerability, CVE 2025-2309, CVSS10, was discovered in Cisco Unified CM systems. This flaw involved hard-coded root credentials that allowed remote login with full privileges. These credentials were originally used for development but remained in production releases. Attackers could exploit this flaw without authentication to run arbitrary commands as root. The flaw affects CUCM and CUCM Session Management Edition ES, releases 15.0.1.3010.1 to 1.30.117.1. Cisco confirmed that no workarounds exist for this vulnerability aside from patching. The issue has been remediated by removing the backdoor root account from affected systems. Devices running vulnerable versions are at high risk and should be updated immediately. The vulnerability could be used for complete system takeover and lateral network movement. Cisco released patched versions through TAC channels for secure enterprise communications. VCISO.au Security Recommendation. Upgrade all affected Cisco CUCM instances to patched builds immediately. Conduct system-wide credential audits and disable unused administrative accounts. Restrict network access to CUCM interfaces using segmentation and firewalls. Enable logging and SIEM integration to monitor for post-exploitation behaviors. 4. Ransomware attacks soar 213% in Q1 2025. Ransomware incidents surged by 213% in Q1 2025, with over 2,314 victims reported publicly. This marks a drastic increase from the 1,086 victims recorded in the same period in 2024. The ransomware landscape evolved with 74 distinct groups running leak sites this year. Many attackers now operate under the Ransomware as a Service (RaaS) business model. Industrials, tech, and consumer sectors have suffered the most breaches in Q1. CL0P ransomware group emerged as the most dominant actor in 2025. CL0P's attacks skyrocketed due to exploitation of zero-day vulnerabilities in Clio MFT. The group alone accounted for 358 victims, up from 93 across all of 2024. Supply chain compromises are now the preferred method for high-volume ransomware campaigns. This trend highlights a tactical shift to scale-driven, zero-day-powered ransomware attacks. VCISO.au Security Recommendation. Apply software supply chain risk management across all vendors and critical dependencies. Ensure all third-party applications, especially MFT tools, are patched promptly. Implement ransomware-specific EDR policies and offline backups. Run frequent tabletop exercises simulating mass ransomware outbreaks. 5. CISA adds actively exploited Chromium bug and ICS alerts. CISA added CVE 2025-6554, a Chromium V8 type confusion bug, to its KEV catalog. This vulnerability enables code execution via browser-based attacks and is actively exploited. Google Chrome and other Chromium-based browsers are vulnerable without the latest patch. CISA urges immediate patching due to high risk to the federal enterprise and private sector. On July 1, 2025, CISA also released 7 ICS advisories covering Festo and Hitachi products. These alerts cover vulnerabilities in ICS software, firmware, and UPS monitoring systems. Threat actors could exploit these flaws to gain control over industrial environments. ICS systems often lack robust patching or segmentation, making them lucrative targets. Advisories stress firmware updates, network isolation, and patch application. The advisories aim to help critical infrastructure sectors defend against ICS threats. VCISO.au security recommendation. Immediately apply browser and ICS software patches as outlined in the CISA advisories. Isolate ICS networks from IT environments and restrict remote access pathways. Deploy ICS-specific threat detection tools and maintain detailed asset inventories. Test firmware updates in sandboxed environments before deployment in production. 6. Ransomware exposure list. Last 24 hours, United States. JCC Rockland, Education. Allegheny Answering Service, Business Services. Family and Community Services, Inc., Public Sector. DOS Enterprises, Construction. Oxford Universal Corp., Real Estate. United Kingdom, VRE Systems, Technology. Minetti, Manufacturing. Hong Kong, HKG Duty Free, Hospitality and Tourism. Israel. Ivry, Kerner & Co., Legal Services Unspecified. Croatia, University of Zagreb, Faculty of Science, Education. Barbados, Atlantis Submarines, Hospitality and Tourism. Portugal, Oneria, Quinta da Marinha, Hotel, Hospitality and Tourism. Spain, Indusa, Manufacturing. Italy, Mainetti, Manufacturing, headquartered in UK but associated with IT here. Unspecified, unknown country. Vinopsys, AI Video, Media Tech. Final note from VCISO.au. Australia and New Zealand remain relatively untouched this week, but the global threat landscape continues to shift. Critical infrastructure, software supply chains, and endpoint security are under siege. Ensure your cybersecurity program is both proactive and verifiable. By Anil Yellamati.